I think I broke it.
Melty is saying I think that was 1 plus 1, 1, 1, 1. No, this is a 1, 1,
1
plus 1,
1, 1, 1.
Because
Okay, so
the
what
barracks
would
came
1, 1,
after
1
the
be?
factory. The second barracks came after the factory. That's the plus
Okay,
1.
I follow. But what would 1 plus 1, 1, 1 be? Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna play on Singapore. What?
Plus, yes, you do say plus 1 for weapons. That is confirmation from Kuro.
Alright. Everyone's
Your
ready.
Spaniel's ready.
Just reminding them that this is a best of 3 match.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Let's go!
Port Alexander is going to be our first map. No, wait. No.
Wait, what? It's supposed to be year
It's supposed
0.
to be year 0. They didn't set... I was just checking it. I didn't get to the quit button. Do we
Are we ref?
No, the players created it. We're not responsible.
I mean,
Don't
we are
care.
for checking.
Don't care. Not my responsibility.
Fair for
Hashtag not my responsibility. Alright, everyone. Welcome to
it kinda
Port
is.
Alexander. Nope, it is not. Alexander,
Okay.
LE. LE stands for... Lyrical... Exertion. Lyrical exertion. That's when you... spit out sick tunes enough that you get tired and you don't have any more lyrics. A lyrical exertion. In the northwest of Port Alexander are yellow Terran, not green, not blue, neither.
But
just
both of them combined.
yellow. Even when I say it right, I still somehow manage to mess it up. It is EBG! And in the southeast, first appearance in the Sea Duckling Open tournament and our first time casting them, sporting the face of Harstem. It is our Purple Protoss. Give it up for Major Spaniel. Rustic. What clan
First
is it?
Protoss of the day.
Rustic.
Rustic.
Not sure what
It's
clan
very
that is.
rustic. It's very rustic.
Possibly. That's where Vonderer gets his wine from the rustic,
Rustic
areas of France.
Yep.
Alright. Probably going to be annoying, but the SCV Union has backup. Nice position here to block the Reaper. This is the Reaper block ramp, the Reaper ramp block. So it can only move through the ramp, and then you catch it with a Stalker. Thingy. What's it? Stalker. Did I say? I said
Yes.
Stalker. What's it? I meant a Protoss.
Stalker thingy.
See, even when I'm
do you
confused,
mean?
I confuse my confusion
Wait, what?
with other confusions.
That's a feat in and of itself. Okay. Yep, one probe went down, but that was a starting probe. Is that going to be a little bit annoying? Is that new? Nope, that is not a new graphic. I'm just blind. Oh! Just misses the KDA charge,
Wait.
and
That Reaper
your
exploded
library
me.
fees are due. You have late fees.
Be quiet in the library. Shh.
Okay, already researching Blink, already getting the Robe. Is it possible to... it's a bit harder on this map. I think
what?
it is to blink from into the main, straight into the main.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. There's not a lot of room there. One
Yeah,
adept.
so he's just going for blinks.
Uh,
Yep, he's just going for blink to be a little bit annoying. Maybe do a little bit of harass.
It's not.
That gets in, but it doesn't really get to do anything.
Yeah, this was just a poke to see what EBG has on his side of the map. EBG
Lions from Hell.
A scouting NG bay here in the corner gives you a good view of the base. See, this is a 1-1-1. There's a 1 barracks and a 1 factory and a 1 starport in the Terran's main base. La, 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 la.
Quick math.
Quick maps.
Alright, get a YOLO these Hellions through. Oh, nice little
nice
body
block. Yeah.
Hellions, Stalkers. Although roasting the middle line already. 3, 4, 5 probes go down here.
Yeah.
You get 6. Really good.
Yep, that's not bad at all for Hellions. Definitely annoys the Protoss, and you see a Banshee with
keep
cloak.
seeing Stalkers back as well, which is
EBG.
what you kind of want to do in the early game. You don't want the Stalkers right on your face in the early game.
That is an early Robo Bay.
Disruptors?
I don't know. Usually you want to get 2 facilities right away, right? Question mark?
Depends on what you're going for.
Well, it's gonna get an observer anyway, so the cloak banshee.
Besides, why would you? If you're going for, I feel like on 3 bases, 2 robotics facilities. If you want to like make anything other than warp prism or observers, you still want more bases. Like he doesn't have his slurp saturated yet, so it's not the time for a second Robo facility.
Okay, Banshee is starting to rack up some kills. There's an observer, but nothing much to shoot. There's a recall to bring some stalkers in. They blink on top of the Banshee, but it does get quite a few kills.
That's quite a few.
14.
That's about 14 total. So that Banshee got about 7 kills.
Yeah, that was pretty damn cool. Third base up for Major Spaniel. Now, what do I always say
Colossus
about Protoss?
immediately.
What do I always tell you about fighting against Protoss?
Imba?
Don't give the Protoss time. A Protoss
well, he still
gets 3 bases. If you give them time, they'll just build stuff. Especially when that stuff is Colossi. More and more Colossi with range.
I mean, that's still possible to beat with Raven's Liberators Vikings.
See, EPG is getting the command center all the way here at the back, the third one, so it'll be a while before he has a fully functioning third base. And Major Spaniel will just have time. Get double upgrades, there's a double forge going there.
But the thing I would argue in response to that is a Terran player, who gives Protoss time, has time themselves, and if they know how to control their army, it's not a big deal, provided they, actually capitalize on having that time.
No, not really. The Protoss is meant to be a race that if you leave them alone, they will be stronger than you are.
Tell that to Polt.
I mean, like... yeah, I rest my case. So I
rest my case, gentlemen.
Can I go into another skin rant?
Sure.
I just thought this entire thing was a Colossus.
So letting both players
I thought this was a Colossus.
You thought the Stalkers was...
all
of the Stalkers were...
together, I thought that was another Colossus standing next to a Colossus. And
a
I was
clump
like,
of Colossus together you thought was one Colossus?
No, a clump of Stalkers together.
Yeah. That is stupid. Okay, pulling the boys. We're about to see something get down. And EBG does see a Stalker army. He's not quite prepared for the Colossus yet. Sieging up just a little bit too late right now. Yeah. And the Colossus are coming in. High ground is not going to help him. He just lost too much time in that. And now... shaved out the Stalker count, but that is fine. Stalkers are pretty cheap compared to, you know, the meat, the backbone, the ham hock,
let's not open up that
Hawaiian
conversation
ham.
again.
the beef Wellington of the Protoss army.
It's the sizzle steak, if you will. So anyway, we have how many? There are gonna be 3 Colossi for Major Spaniel, and EBG is just going to try and drop.
And this is now okay. This is me personally as a Terran player. This is worst case scenario when the Protoss goes Colossus and High Templar / Archon.
Yeah.
Because you counter one of their splash damage units, but if you're not prepared for the other one, it is good lethal. It is pretty lethal.
And Major Span is also going to be way ahead in upgrades.
Still beatable though, but
getting
it's really lethal.
Getting double +2.
Wait, hold on. Wait, look at that. Can we take a look at the SimCity in the main for... Okay, maybe not now, because this drop... Oh, never mind, the drop is... scooping around the main.
The drop gets pushed back. And
Libby's getting 9 kills, 10 kills. Very, very good. Meanwhile, the drop in the main is getting in. Not enough here to get out. Can we take a look at that SimCity from Major Spaniel? Because I think he might trap... Nope, never mind. He can walk through the back.
I was
just a little inefficient.
Yaku is the first thing I looked at. To make sure he's not Yakuing it, but... even a Colossus can pass through there.
Yep.
Liberator
remember,
still
Colossus
alive.
are tall.
19 kills. That was... We're up to 52 dead probes. That keeps EPG in the game.
That is value.
It's still... I still don't think that puts him ahead in any way. Because Major Spaniel has 4
He needs to be prepared
bases.
for the big fight.
He has a great composition.
Yeah.
We have to...
Right now, I would say getting his Liberator count out is not a bad move. I personally wouldn't mind seeing 2 or 3 ghosts, but he can still win if he's really good with his liberation zones. That's the word.
Yeah, but 5 Colossi.
I would definitely like seeing some ghosts in here.
Against the Bio army with a few Vikings, but not
Ghost
a lot.
Academy coming up.
It's another multi-prong here. 2 drops.
Very, very well done.
Liberator is back again, up to 25
That's a triple
kills.
prong.
26, 27 kills. This drop gets cleaned out. This
He's
drop
just getting things done.
Still running. The Liberator cleaned out the base, and then moves to this mineral line.
EBG just playing like Polt when Polt used to play TVP in Hard Swarm.
And this is starting to be some incredible damage for Major Spaniel, and realizes I have to just go YOLO with what I have because I can't make any.
Okay, there aren't any ghosts yet, but the High Templar are going to walk into that liberation zone. But the Colossus are starting to tank quite a bit. The Viking count is just a little bit too high, and he wastes quite a few of those storms.
For Major Spaniel, and these Vikings.
This is really good for EBG.
Yeah, can just chase these Colossi home, where they will find
GG
Liberators and drops. Whew.
And Bengi, EBG, playing like Polt. Absolute monster.
Great.
He did mention earlier on that while he really disliked TVP, he did also learn a lot. So I guess this is him putting it into effect.
Yeah, and he didn't give the Protoss time. He kept harassing. He kept going in there. That was at some point a 3-prong attack. A Liberator and 2 drops at the same time. One of them gets cleaned out. The others will not be. That was some great moves by EBG. He did the one thing that kept him in the game.
Hold on, Light is calling me on Cacao.
Why are you muting yourself, dum-dum? No sense of drama.
Okay, alright. I was getting permission from him if I can put it on stream.
Yaku, high-tech units are the backbone. Okay?
They're the Beef Wellington! They're the Beef Wellington!
High-tech units are the fucking
They're
backbone,
the Beef
okay?
Wellington!
What the hell are
They're
you
the Beef
talking
Wellington!
about?
There is no bone in the Beef Wellington!
What are you talking about?
You know, beef Wellington. There is no bone in a beef Wellington. It's a fillet.
So you're saying there is no backbone? That's what you're saying!
What?
God damn it!
Alright, our plans are ready.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
get it shown road.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Alright.
Well then, my in-game music keeps cutting in and out for some reason.
Is it stopping or is it just...
It's like, it goes ba ba bear ba ba bear ba bear.
Are you sure it's not the voices in your head?
Very well could be. I'm hoping it's not an issue with my headphones, but considering it's only from one input, I doubt it.
Alright everyone, welcome to the first year! Actually, it's not the first year. It's the year before the first year. Year 0. LE. LE of course stands for... logic... expectancy. Logic expectancy. That's what you don't want when speaking to Yakuzaku.
But
Okay.
I unplugged my headphones and plugged them back in.
Burn! In the Northeast, currently up 1 in this best of 3 lower bracket final. Our yellow Terran is EBG. And in the Northwest, our purple player from Rustic. It is Major Spaniel at your service. So, do you think Major Spaniel barks his orders at his men?
Ah,
Ah?
ah,
Ah?
ah,
Ah?
ah.
Ah? No, that's a quack.
Ah.
Not that's ducks. Or ah. Dogs bark like more like.
That's how pugs bark. I know about regular barks.
Thank you, Light, for joining us there early on. I always like the impromptu shouting at Yaku phone calls.
Pretty good.
Yep. Alright, so what is ABG going for this time? A nice Reaper expand. We have another 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. No,
1 1 1
1 1 1 1.
One and then one and then one.
And then 1.
Not a
Maybe.
1 plus 1.
Let's see if it's going to be 1 on. Oh, no. Bleh. This feels like a mech something. Gonna be Cyclones?
Mech 1-1.
Yeah. Yep, it's gonna be 1 on 1.
Ain't too bad against
Cyclones.
Protoss. Ooh, Major Spaniel going for the Stargate opener this time. Which makes sense considering
on this
the
map,
air
yeah.
distance.
Go and see Amon.
Hey, buddy.
Hello,
you
Sea
leave
Duckling
the
Open
Teldarine.
viewers.
You should be pleased.
I am your master.
You should be pretty pleased with Major Spaniel using the Teldarine skin.
I am displeased with the Thundering screen. I don't like it. Not stream, skin.
Teldarine stream.
Thundering stream.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Dream stream. If you'd like to sacrifice souls for the stream, every time we give a speech, we sacrifice actual humans as sacrificials.
One like
Sacrifice
equals
for their
one follow equals one
one sacrifice.
what should we call it?
One portal
One
sacrifice.
yep. I'm sorry, I'm still bothered by sound thing.
By what?
Sorry. Yeah, for some reason the music just keeps cutting off.
Oh. I make sure you're not like pushing any weird buttons like it's constantly. Oh, what I said it may be the Discord. Maybe you have it set up so
Yeah.
it lowers when you the sound when you have a call.
Yeah, because it seems to like when you're silent, it seems to cut back in for a little bit. So
Yeah,
probably
so-
is Discord.
So it may be just a setting that lowers the sound whenever you are in a call.
I'll look at that later. For now, though, I'm going to be looking at these two oracles, getting some good pickoffs,
Yeah.
even killing the what's it called?
The SCP is
Cyclone.
working there. So these buildings are going to be delayed. That's 2 more barracks here.
He also
outside
sees the
barracks.
tech lab researching. He should know what it is. Gonna go
Banshee.
get
The Banshee comes in at home.
Oh.
There's no shield batteries, no observers,
Keeps.
no detection
kept
at
the-
all.
He has a revelation. There we go, revelation.
Nice, one revelation. Ah,
But just a little bit too late. 3 probes already went down.
Yeah, but 3 probes for a Banshee, that's not enough.
Yeah. But it could have been zero
could have been
probes
enough.
for a Banshee.
Second Banshee going to go the roundabout route. But by
Should be able to see that.
then, Major Span... Actually, you will have one... You should have one revelation of it. Oh, but the oracles are going to be on that side of the map.
Definitely will.
There will be
Ooh.
no detection. Actually, he's getting double forges. But that won't be
Oh,
ready
and
by
a
the time the
Raven.
Banshee comes in.
Oh, for some reason I thought Major Spaniel was giving Raven, and I was like, ooh, that will help against Banshees. I was
That's a
like,
very unfair upgrade for Protoss.
a Protoss have.
Okay.
Ravens.
Banshee going to go in. The oracles are coming home. So this Banshee is on a time limit.
Takes
It's
some
on the clock.
cannons right at the end.
Yep. It's gonna have to do
But
a
might
lot
be a
of
little
work.
too late.
The oracles are back. There's
He's
the
not
revelation.
focusing them, but at the same time, it might not be worth it to focus them.
So that's
This
8
is-
probes for 2 Banshees. That's not going to be enough. It does keep Major Spaniel back, so EBG does have the economical advantage slightly for now, but he's still on 2 bases. Major Spaniel is on 3. You can boost them out. Can definitely catch up from that.
Ketchup?
Ketchup. I don't like ketchup anymore. I used to really like ketchup when I was a kid. Nowadays, it's just like
Oh, I still love ketchup.
it's just like bland
I like ketchup, but
Like-
you know what?
sauce.
You know what I recently discovered? Jalapeno ketchup.
Nah.
That's when you get the ketchup, but it's a little spice in there. It still tastes like tomato sauce. Well, not tomato sauce, tomato ketchup, but some spice.
Where are you going, Bob?
It's a spotter marine, most likely. You'll see if anything comes out from the third base, try to sneak around. Oracles are being a very, not really nuisance, but just staking their presence everywhere.
Well, then you can definitely revelate this army and find everything.
Reveal.
Catch the widow mines and everything.
Yeah, he needs to keep those alive because he didn't. Okay, he did build the Robo facility. He's getting immortals, but he has no observers yet. Correct? Yes, no observers yet. So he needs to keep those oracles alive. Then again, it is only 1 mine, but if you don't catch the mine and it just keeps. Well, actually, no,
No, it
because he
doesn't
hasn't
have the
gotten
upgrade.
Drilling Claws yet. Yeah, he doesn't have a laser pointer.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is Spaniels on both sides of the Terran army.
Flash.
Um,
He's on both sides with vastly different units. So, okay, he sees this coming down. He should sort of be tipped off by the scan, but sometimes it's not always. Terran could always
come
be
in
a
to
little
revelate
bit
the army
sneaky.
so this can see. Oh, it doesn't revelate the all the widow mines. See, the widow mines over here
Got a
back,
couple
and they're gonna
left.
catch the
Gonna
surround.
get a zealot. Pretty good, but that
better.
one tank.
Okay,
is
the
really
oracles
gonna
are all
go
down. The tanks are down
Ooh,
though.
very nice interference matrices, but not enough still 2 or 3 storms on those High Templar. That's another one. Did he feedback the Raven?
He feedback the Archon.
In-game sound.
No, he feedback the Raven.
Feedback the Archon?
Feedback the
Okay. Nice little splash, and again, a little bit of sandwich with those Zealots. And now Major Spaniel is considering the counterattack, deciding, nope, I can just macro up. I put down the momentum of the Terran army. I can just get up. I didn't lose too much of that. So far in this game, only 12 probes went down, and a lot of those was in the initial harass. That would have been really nice if there was a mine there. I gotta say, if there was a mine, I know Protoss can't make mines, but you know, if there was a TBT.
God damn it, Yako. Another Liberator going out. Major Spaniel does seem to have a trouble dealing with those. 6 gateways though. We should be able to warp in anything to deal with this. Enough stalkers around. It did get blinked. No, it didn't get blinked this time.
It didn't get blinked this time.
It got charged. Okay.
I prefer that.
Liberator gonna start to go down on this mineral line. Chew, 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 more chew.
Right.
Chew.
A little bit of the reaction. 6 probes go down. It just keeps adding and adding up.
I like the mines here in the middle of everything. Liberator going to switch position. There's a Phoenix to defend this.
And a cannon as well,
It's
but
got a
it's
couple
still
more
going to take
kills,
at least 2.
Oh,
just one.
The cannon and
Just
the
one.
Phoenix were enough. Come on, Oracle, move. We want to see.
Come
we
on,
want to see
do
cool
something.
stuff.
Do something.
Revelate
I want to see
these things.
fireworks.
Something.
I want to see some fireworks.
Be useful.
I want to see some fireworks.
I like the missiles from the Liberator going in, and they were like, "Oh, it's gonna blow," and it's like, beep. Nah, they're not. It's a Liberator air
Shields
damage.
up.
It's don't need shields.
Right.
Ooh, nice, revelating almost the entire Terran army, including some of the ghosts.
Very nice. I don't think... Okay, he's getting Cloak. But Cloak is a little bit of a double-edged sword. Sometimes cloaking a ghost can make the difference between an extra EMP or 2. Like, sometimes it's good, right? Because the Protoss player might forget or doesn't have an observer in place, or doesn't get the revelation. So it's good to cloak your ghosts, but then other times, cloaking your ghost is literally a waste of energy.
Yeah.
It's the difference between an extra EMP, or at least it can make the difference.
Yeah, and also if you it makes it difficult to focus fire them. It makes it difficult to know how many you have and where they are exactly. So if they're mixed with a whole bunch of bio army,
Just control click forehead. Well, I mean, if you do like F2 or all army hotkey, it goes to the first thing on the command card. So
No,
it's not
I
too
mean
hard
for
to just
the-
control click on that.
I was talking from the perspective of the Protoss.
Oh, for the Protoss player. If
Yeah,
you
'cause
cloak
they
them-
can't
yeah,
see
but Here's the
them.
thing. But here's the thing, though. Would you rather? It's more deadly for one more EMP on the Protoss army, I feel.
Yeah.
Because it's still getting that splash damage with the Archons, it's still getting the storms in.
That ghost is gonna die anyway.
Sure, you might not be able to feet back, but yeah, it'll
I
die
like this
anyway.
one, Widow Mine. Hi, I'm
Anyone
Widow Mine for
away,
day.
waddle, waddle.
How you doing?
Anyone away?
Please gather up over there.
Anyone away?
And then you waddle away, waddle, waddle.
This is a minefield if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it's a field of mines.
Well,
no
can it be
drilling
considered
claws
a
this
field
time.
if there's no grass?
This
Yeah,
is the
I guess
drilling
you
claws.
want to prioritize.
At this point of the game,
well, yeah,
if you have
drilling
that many
claws
Widow
would be
Mines,
nice.
drilling claws is a must, I think.
I'm guessing he wants to prioritize elsewhere, but yeah, I definitely think that you
It's
may as
not
well just
that
get drilling
costly, to be fair. It's compared to what it gives you, which is extra shots with his Widow Mines.
And it's more forgiving as well if you're just a
Oh,
little
counter
Ooh!
goals! Nice
Nice EMPs! No
in the
storms!
middle
Oh,
of the
actually, like
army.
about 2 storms. Yep, and that's one.
They also
and that's
tank the
another, and
storms.
that's out of storms, but a lot of them does hit.
And the ghosts are
But
still
the
alive.
Archons are so low. One will, another storm. Nice little snipe there. There's one storm, but he snipes the High Templar. This is probably the end.
Okay.
Or the beginning of the end. Tempest gets out, but it's not really gonna do much.
One
He doesn't have that
Walkism goes down, and
doesn't
the
have that
other
fast.
still alive, but
A little bit of an oversim by EBG though. Those Archons are having a field day.
but the Liberators are in.
Hey.
That-
I was
that
so
seems
worried there
dumb.
when he picked up all of his army into one medevac, and I saw one medevac die, and I was like, no, don't tell me that was
Look
the
at this.
bio medevac.
It looks like the Oracle is trying to fix the the planetary fortress with a laser. Okay, so that was pretty good for EBG. He killed off a lot of the good stuff from
He killed
the
a lot of the
army.
Archons, a lot of the High Templar.
And he actually kept
Just
some of
concentrate
his
the forces
ghosts
once
alive.
more. And he wins.
Which doesn't
Just
happen often.
concentrate. Yeah.
I like this turret and Widowmine composition.
Was he able to snipe the Observer? Because I saw one Observer, but I don't remember if he was there for too long. I think he sniped the Observer.
No, we don't have a dead observer in the close tab.
Oh.
So
okay.
Major Spaniard just didn't make one. Despite dealing with Widowmines. I guess he really wanted to rely on the Oracle Revelation thingies.
Hmm.
Okay, one
Okay,
Liberator.
Observer.
It's gonna
probably gonna get
okay,
some work
good control
done. Oh,
by,
it's still in the circle! Ooh,
yeah,
cool
Major
little
Spaniard
ratchets.
reacted.
That's still gonna get a
But
couple of probes.
that
At
moves
this
his
point,
attention
it's
from
not
this
really
army.
gonna do
The
anything.
Oracle is still alive, but it's
Absolutely.
Not gonna be enough.
All those lips are clumped though.
Yeah.
But the High Templar aren't storming them. They're focusing on the bio army, which they actually do clear up.
Okay, well now we see a bunch of
the
Liberators
Zealots.
killing a Tempest of all things. But they do
Ooh.
get storm
And the
killing.
splash damage on the High Templars are pretty dang good.
Everything is killing
Major
the
Spaniel
things
is
that's not supposed to
slowly
kill him.
coming back. Yep, Major Spaniel is slowly trying to get back, and he's not doing a terrible job in doing that, so I still believe that Major Spaniel has a shot. It's harder for him,
Oh yeah, he
but
definitely has a
I
shot.
believe he has a shot.
He has some Archons, he still has a Tempest. He's gotta be careful though. These are pretty heavy units he's losing. And the one thing
Yep.
that's going for him is the charge lots. And the
He
thing
is
that does
killing a
most of the
lot
damage here.
of EBG's army, which is
And
always
he's going
good
to run into
considering Terran is hard to remax. But he's losing a lot of his Beef Wellington units as well.
Mhm. Well, the backbone units, not the Beef Wellington units.
Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington.
Light, please. Don't make Light interrupt you again.
Oh, switching to Void Race. I'm actually not sure about this.
This is actually a nice position for the charge lots. They're going to annoy these this expansion
These
before it gets
things,
a chance
the
to set
denied
down.
expansion. Yep.
Void Rays and 3 more
I don't know
gateways.
about Void Race versus Marine Ghost Vikings, man. Like,
yeah, no.
maybe if he manages to get just all of them, like 200, max out Void Race, maybe, but you know, or maybe it's just there to snipe. Snipe the.
Another
but
one
even for
waddling
libs, he
in.
would want Tempest instead.
Oh, could you all stand over there, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come again.
Come again. Actually, it's
Major Spaniel is starting to even up the army
Zealots are
supply.
still-
Starting to even up.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're charge into the mule and right into the liberation zone. Alright, Major Spaniel is starting to equalize in terms of supply, starting to equalize in terms of workers and in terms of army, but what is his army though, is the question. Void Race, which, again, a little iffy. Couple of Archons, couple of High Templar. He has a shot once again, but I guess
Look
that's the
at
running
this, though.
theme is he has a shot, but
the
it's
only
difficult.
upgrades that those things have. Void Rays. Yes, I had to click on it to see what the only upgrades Void
It's
Rays
only
have
shields.
is shields. No weapons
No
or
weapons,
armor
yeah.
upgrades.
And that's very scary.
So
considering
technically,
the-
EBG is going to be up on upgrades.
Yep.
How?
Definitely.
Look at how many Widow Mines he has, and he still doesn't get really close. Come on. I'm not stupid.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm not. I know my advice is
Come
usually
on.
kind of dumb, but
That's
come
gamer.
on.
I mean, it is a little bit backseat gamery, but I mean, yeah, sometimes it's like, come on.
It's not that expensive. Oh, it's
Luke!
going to switch to
Like what I'm seeing.
to
Carriers.
carriers.
Skytas, full on Skytas. Carriers, not as strong as they used to be, but if you get a good amount of them, it's still difficult
That's,
to deal with.
that's a
no
very
matter
dangerous
which race
charge
you're up
route.
against.
Run in.
Yep. There's not much here. Okay, EMP
nice
goes
EMP.
down. That goes to shields.
But these zealots have split and they're going to attack this planetary fortress.
Planetary fortress. Yep.
It's just going to be
EBG
repaired and it's going to
repairing.
hold, especially with that liberator up there.
Yep. That's a very nice. Covers literally everything in that circle. It's a nice little position.
They do switch to this planetary fortress.
But Major Spaniel is pretty much just buying time. He's trying to get his carrier count up. And as I said,
Look at the
started
ghost!
to- ooh,
Look at the ghost!
ooh,
It
look,
has its
look.
the gun is stowed away.
I see this. This is the best thing for Terran.
and he
in
scans
the late
somewhere
game.
else and
Whereas I
distracts
feel-
Mr. Spaniel. Oh!
Yeah!
Boom!
And boom
17
goes the
probes.
freshest mining base.
And a
he's
zealot.
attacking as well.
Yeah.
EBG,
that was a
EBG
great
though. Major
move.
Spaniel going to be losing 2 expansions basically. But when you're this far into the game though, would that not just be clearing up supply?
not
actually,
if
no,
you're-
because
not if
Major
you're
Spaniel
building
doesn't have
carriers.
enough of a bank. Yeah,
And you
Major
don't have a
Spaniel
bank.
doesn't have enough of a bank. Yeah,
That's
these
two
are
fresh
scary.
mining
Major
bases
Spaniel is
down.
going to graze this. Nice little storm. Everything was clumped up there.
I mean, that's a lot of
We were wasting a storm on a single ghost. I think he was trying to feedback, but he
pretty damn
misclicked.
strong inclined.
Void Race is starting to
numbers.
clear up these Vikings. They are pretty much just there to tank for the carriers. So Void Race,
These are
even though I
Marauders, they
was
don't shoot
sort
up.
of wondering. Yeah, even though I was sort of wondering what the Void Race were for earlier, now it's starting to come together. Makes sense. But
there's another
nuke
nuke,
does
this
go
time
down
with,
for EBG.
some
But he's
backup.
lost so much of his army though. Major Spaniel is just moving across the map.
And bam!
Goodoosh.
It's down to 23 workers. Basically, all EBG needs to do is
But
kill this
can
army and his
EBG
one. But
Yeah, but can
this is a scary
EBG
army.
remax in time? Can he rebuild in time? He is focusing purely on libs for the splash damage, purely on marines for man with gun that shoots up.
He's got
Ooh,
some
starting to go in.
Vikings, but he
Ooh.
has to clump his forces. He has
Warriors are a
to,
little bit out of position.
this is
Yeah,
gonna be...
Major Spaniel actually did lose all of his splash damage, didn't he? Yep.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
where's the ghosts? One EMP would be so
splash
good
damage.
here. EMP!
The splash damage from the the
Marine
interceptors.
unit.
Oh, no more interceptors.
Man with gun.
Major
open.
Spaniel is about to lose all of his carriers right now.
Relax, yeah,
Shit.
relax. The game is not over yet.
No, my finger was wet. My finger was wet, so. My finger was
Inappropriate.
wet, so it
Inappropriate,
activated the
Yaku.
thing.
Inappropriate.
No, I was just getting it. I was getting it ready, but my finger was wet.
Inapprops.
Are we still doing inapprops?
We
What
drew.
about phrasing? Are we still doing phrasing?
Hold on, are we not doing phrasing anymore? Okay, EPG is back to mining. Kind of. He's long
Yep.
distance mining. He doesn't have a mining base. Oh, he actually does. It just the workers are just standing there. He's focusing all of his attention on trying to get that Protoss army back. This run by is going to do some damage, but yeah, now the mothership is in. There's
But that's just too much man with gun.
that Widowmine. I was hoping that Widowmine would come into play at some point, but it didn't. Didn't have to have a chance.
I mean, it kind of did. It got one shot off.
Oh,
Okay.
it didn't.
It says EBG is still on man with gun.
and
And,
he has a-
if he target fires the mothership, which he is kind of
He kind of
focusing
doesn't.
splash damage on the interceptors when he can.
I mean, he has enough
Mothership
scans,
is
I think, to
starting to go down, but not
not-
quite. Oh, the liberators are gone. That's the air splash damage gone.
Yeah.
His marine count is pretty high, but if
But he needs to
just-
get under those for that to work.
Yep. His marine count is pretty high, but he does position it well. Ouch, oof, owie, my bones.
This is scary for EBG.
That's been 25 minutes.
This is a Protoss army that's going to be very difficult to kill. Even though he has an economy,
Absolutely.
it's going to be rough. He
Yeah,
charges
he has the economy,
forward.
but if he can't... Okay. Yep, and Major Spaniel not taking any chances. He knows that he needs to fight with the cloak.
Yeah,
Not gonna waste his interceptors at all.
He has no follow-up for this. He's 28 workers. His income is falling, if you will.
Major Spaniel trying to work with the dead air as much as he can.
Time
Marines getting underneath this, but the time warp is just enough to buy Major Spaniel time to escape.
GG's
goal!
goal!
Actually. I think EBG realized, or rather Major Spaniel realized that he could win, but it was a 1 in 150 chance, let's say. Yes, the economy was... Because basically, his economy was done. He couldn't make any more units. Major Spaniel just takes one good fight, he can remax, and he can, pretty easily.
Yeah. So we have EBG going up. We'll go up against Melty in the final match.
CBC Finals!
Woo! Yeah.
About time.
Hell, it's about time. All right.
Spaniel had a pretty good showing so far for his first match, especially considering he had to walk over his upper bracket.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our final match ahead of us. This is going to be a best of 5 with 1 point advantage to the winner of the upper bracket, which should be Melty. Before that, we are going to show you a brand new duct tape. That's right, you heard me right. A brand new duct tape. Whoop, 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 whack, whack,
The
whack,
minute
whack,
Kura
whack,
got her
whack,
PC back, the first thing she did was make the new duct tape.
Yeah. So, without further ado, we shall take ourselves a 5 minutes break, and you shall enjoy a nice duct tape. And we're back. Well, I'm back. Yaku disappeared, apparently. I don't... Oh. He wanted to speak with Multi for some reason. Well, you have me. That's right. You're stuck with me, and there's no one here to help you.
We are switching to Korea.
Nothing was going on here while you were gone. Switching to Korea. Move along. So remember, this is going to be a best of 5 match.
Yep.
1
best of 5.
With 1 point advantage.
Determine the winner.
To Melty.
Tis true. Tis true.
No, it's Melty.
How do you know?
It's a different.
How do you know? How do you know? Okay.
Let's see if our players are ready. Our first map is
is
Port Alexander.
Host. Aww.
Which is sad that he's already down 1 point. So yeah, we're probably not going to see new repugnancy here today. I mean, in this match maybe, because there's 5 maps? Question mark?
You know what?
You know what?
They're good
You know
dogs. They're really good dogs because they gave up themselves so we can watch some TVZ.
The good dogs, Yaku!
They're good dogs.
Alright, remember,
ready.
this is the finals, you're doing intros, so I can finally rest my voice a little.
Melty is ready. Heck yo!
Alrighty, let's get this revolution into gear. Let's kick this revolution into gear. It's not a revolution. Maybe it's a revelation. No, it's
by the way, the movie you were talking about was an Android?
No, it was.
I don't know why I suddenly thought about it.
It's called Short Circuit. That's the name.
Okay. Because I googled, like, what's the name of that one movie about a sentient robot in the 80s, and the first thing that came up was Android. And speaking of androids, here we have it. In the land of the Android smartphone brand, which is, I think, the most popular Android smartphone brand. Of course, I'm talking about Samsung. I mean, look at this, look at this. I don't have any cams, but I'm pointing my phone at a webcam. Look at this. This is a Samsung. Yeah. From that place! What's that? Which one? Yes, Korea! The mecca of esports. we have the Yellow Zerg. He's been a 2-time champion. He's been a 4-time finalist at this point, I believe. And now he's on his 5th finals. Very well on his way to get his 3rd championship. But that will all be moot. But that is to be determined. For he is up against it. No, wait. I should script everything. Port Alexander! LE! LE, of course, stands for Long Entrance. That's this right here. In the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Yellow Zerg. Doing nothing too out of the ordinary, still really normal stuff, so I can keep going for an even longer entrance next time. We have the Yellow Zerg on his way on his 4th final appearance. And, I mean, yeah, because technically the last week it wasn't played, so I don't know. Well, he finished... We have Melty representing Saiso Community. And in the bottom right hand corner of the map, relatively new appearance, the Hope of Terran Everywhere, and on his first finals, on his way to claim his first championship as well, we have the Blue Terran, hailing from the land of Vietnam. That's where me and Mike is from. That's a fun fact. It's also where Classic went to for vacation. Pretty cool. And I think Classic played with Mio or something. I don't really know. Whatever. It's like, whatever. Here's the Blue Terran on his way to claim his first, in his first finals appearance, on his way to claim his first championship. We have the Blue Terran. He had a lot of trouble when he first came in, but he said he learned a lot, and it really shows. We have EBG! That was almost 3 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't think you broke the record.
About at the record. About at the record, I think.
Yeah, I think the record is over 3 minutes.
Yeah, like 3 minutes, 10 seconds or something.
Yeah. Not through keeping track. We're not.
Yeah, we're totally
We're not
not,
actually.
Yeah. I'm just pulling figures out of my figures.
If we could clip this, then yeah, we would have been keeping track. But since it's too long to clip on Twitch, it's not important. It's unclippable.
Twitch had to nerf me. Twitch had to nerf duct tape.
It's like a meme that you only get if you watch the streams. You can't like catch up later. Or I mean, you can catch up on the VODs, but you
if
can't.
You watch the VODs, yeah.
You can't just see it in the compilation or anything, unless group edits it, you know, highlights it and then edits it into the duct tape.
Which sometimes
the wall is not a wall.
The wall is not a wall. But the Hellions are Hellions. That's 4 of them. Not really. Okay, one of them does go down, but it definitely took a hell of a lot of links with it. These links are at such a choke point. I thought the links were mineral walking for a second, but no, it's just a little bit of a hole that was enough. And the links just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Not even the landed Viking. Actually, maybe the landed Viking.
If it's not surrounded, it could be.
Yep.
Could do some.
Yep. And damage. EBG starting to push us back with the Viking and the Hellions, but the Bane Bust is already on the way. EBG sees this, but he's not in the position to react to it. Getting the bunker, but that might just be a little bit too late.
And the Hellion gets one Hellion
outside.
On the front. Yeah,
but actually, he might waste some Banelings on that Hellion.
No,
never mind.
Good targeting by Melty.
Splash damage was enough.
It didn't take the bait with the Hellion at the front there.
And that's one Baneling on the SCVs, and GG is called. Ouch. 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 EBG. Melty already on match point.
Boy.
How long was that game? 5 minutes. And how long was my
5
intro?
minutes,
About 3. So my intro was more than half.
More than half of the game, yeah. Kuro is saying you never went beyond 3 minutes before.
Oh,
So it is a
okay.
confirmed record.
So let's go for this. Alright. EBG is picking Cyberforce next.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing Melty is just going to Banebust again.
I mean, he did say he just keeps doing the same thing until his opponent holds.
But in this tournament today, he actually had a lot of macro openings.
He did, yeah. I guess he wants to branch out a little bit. Never mind. Melty has already made the lobby. I was too slow. I apologize for everything.
He's got Korean lobby setting skills. Yeah, and Cora was saying if she used one of the clips, one of the intros in the duct tape, it would be more than half the duct tape. Actually, this game was as long as a duct tape. A duct tape game, that's what we'll call it.
Okay.
Alright. Ready?
It's ready.
Let's go. This is a match point for Melty, so it might
Gotcha.
be the final game of today if EBG
It would be
can
hard.
hold.
Yeah. I think he can. I definitely think he can. Although it would be soul crushing if you played that amazing TVP that he played,
Mm-hmm.
and then Melty
It's
wins
just
this.
pain bus.
But speaking of souls, he does he even have one? Is the question. Melty does, but we're about to find out over here on Cyberforce. LE, of course, stands for Literate Engineer. Literate Engineer. That's, I mean, it's kind of redundant because you're assuming that the engineer would be literate, but, you know, sometimes you really do need to specify. Otherwise, you know, some people might get some things and something wrong, and I mean, it's technically the truth. You didn't specify, but then again, some people might say that you don't need to specify, and it's not technically the truth, quote unquote. But then sometimes other people might say, no, you still do need to do so because otherwise it can be anything. It's too open-ended. But then other people will say it's not open-ended because it's already been implied. But then there's the other side of the coin, which is just I'm not really in on this. Let's not do this today. In the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of the map of Cyberforce LE. I just went into that. I don't really want to go into that again. I don't know why I set the map twice and the LE twice. We have the Yellows from the US of A. That's another acronym that I think Steel can come up with something later on, but not today. But currently in Korea, the mecca of esports, we have, and it seems to be paying off, we have the Yellows representing the Psystorm community in his fourth or fifth, depending on how you look at it, finals appearance, and on his way to claim his third championship potentially, we have Melty. And in the bottom right corner of the map, so I need the bottom right hand corner of the map of Cyberforce LE. I don't know why I went into that 3 times. We have the blue. I almost said Protoss Terran, all the way hailing from the land of Vietnam, which is actually one of the target demographics for this tournament. It is, about 11 p.m. for him right now, which is a little bit late, but you know what? Weekend. Or maybe it's not weekend. I don't know your schedule, dude, but, you know, all I know is you're a damn good Terran player. You carry the hopes of all Terran players in Duckling Open right now. The first Terran player in the finals of a Duckling Open in such a long time. Personally, I am rooting for EBG, but I don't want my bias to show up too much. We have the blue Terran on his first finals appearance, and he on his way to claim his first championship. We have EBG.
I'm going to reduct 5 seconds from that intro because you were definitely like stretching.
Because I was like,
You look.
No, I do that
Yeah,
because I wanted to give you time to. That's like
wake
the
up.
prompt to be like, yeah.
to wake up, brush my teeth. I don't know. Okay. Make some coffee.
EBG knows. Oh no! Those Hellions
Yeah,
were not really
got
right.
outside
But
the wall.
then again,
This time
EBG
this time
immediately
EBG is
lifts his
prepared
command
with,
center. Already got the bunker in.
Yeah, and he's ready with the SCVs for repair. Now he's ready to plug the hole. Actually, this supply depot is exposed next to the bunker. It's gonna be
Okay, he was able to lower the depot.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's see.
a
What does
single
Multi see
bunker with a
here?
single marine. Oh, that's a lot of banelings, though.
Oh,
lot of
too late
banelings,
with the
lot of
NGP.
banelings.
Oh, no, actually.
And the bunker was so low. All those SCVs are super clumped, but there is some pretty good, what's it called?
It's not
Body
too
blocking
bad
with
so
the
far.
Hellions. Yep, definitely. 2 Hellions and a lot of SCVs for a buffer. EBG is starting to push us back, but there's a
yeah.
Zergling follow-up coming in right now.
Yeah, but 3 Hellions, a lot of SCVs still alive.
Absolutely, but he's not mining, and that's the biggest
Yeah,
issue right
he
now.
really needs to go back to mining, get some mules up. Melty still making more and more units. Is committing to this. This is committing. This is commitment.
Absolutely, he
He's
doesn't need
putting
to,
a ring
in my
on it.
opinion, but yep.
And okay.
Bam, bam.
Not,
But he actually
not
didn't
good
target
enough.
the correct. He did target the correct supply depot this time.
Yeah.
So EBG. Oh, actually, the Hellions can burn that tree. Huh, TIL.
Why can't I zoom in? There we go.
Okay, started to poke a little bit. I think the Hellions are actually out of position right now. Like, it's not quite a Yaku curse yet, so it's still fine. And it's just one Zergling. Melty is super hardcore commit. Okay, never mind. He's making
Yeah,
drones
he's now
now.
starting to make drones.
Oh, the wall is up! And now it's down. Wall goes up, wall goes down. Can't explain that. Okay, going for the right side this time. Because he knows that all the Hellions are stuck on the left side. Not quite able to make it through. That SCV is still alive. And that's it. Oh, okay.
That's a work environment
EBG is
hazard.
holding pretty dang well. And
Yeah.
Melty, GG's.
Yep.
EBG,
I didn't have
carrying
time.
the hopes of Terran everywhere.
I didn't even have time to click the lost units. I want to see how many Zerglings he lost. EBG killed 72 units. So that is all the Zerglings and Banelings.
Oof.
Alright, so we have a 2 and 1 for Melty.
And he has chosen map this time, Kairos Junction.
Kairos Junction.
So we might not see Repug.
Maybe. We have another game. Maybe as a last resort.
Mm.
No, last resort was
A song by
what was the name of
Papa
no?
Roach.
What was the name of that?
Papa Roach.
No.
Papa Roach.
Boardwalk. Battle on the
Battle on the
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk. The last resort.
That's the last resort map we had in the map pool.
Visible confusion. Suffocation.
Which is no breathing. I like
Just woke up,
says-
don't know what the fuck I'm reading.
I like that it says suffocation, no breathing. Like you had to explain what the word means.
Confusion. Yeah.
Suffocation,
It's like-
no breathing. Explanation, no needing. Okay.
I'm tempted to just write the lyrics for our version. Okay, players are ready?
There are many songs that we could write lyrics for. The Duckling versions. Going to duckify them songs.
Oh, ours wasn't duckified. This is spoilers, by the way. Not spoilers, but whatever. You should go sub to the Twitch channel, because in the sub chat one time we did go into that for a while, but it wasn't duck themed. Themed. TH. It's a not a t. Oh, not a d. And speaking of we have it on Kairos Junction. LE, of course, stands for what's the name of that word? Legion. That's not the word I was thinking of, but sure, whatever. Legion expansion. Legion expansion. I don't really play WoW, but I heard it was a pretty good expansion. Arguably, some people are saying it's the first good expansion in a while, and the last good one. But I mean, that's also the second most recent one, so you can't really say that was the last good expansion. Like, I mean, come on. And the top left-hand corner of the map. So I need the top left-hand corner of the map. The top left-hand corner of the map. Hailing from the great. Can I guess the state? Nah, I'm not good with accents, so I probably won't be able to guess the states. Let's just say in that sort of area of the U.S. That sort of area. We have the yellow, that's the word, yep, yellow Zerg. We have, in his 4th or 5th, depending on how you look at it, finals appearance, on his way to claim his 3rd championship, we have the yellow Zerg. He is the terror of early game Zerg, and the bane of Protoss everywhere. He is also the runner-up for the Zerg of the Month for January, which you can read about. Kuro will probably put a link somewhere. We have the Yellow Zerg representing Psystorm community. We have Melty. And you're playing macro this time. Well, he did say that I was. Oh, never mind. That's Broach Form. In the bottom right corner map. Sorry, in the bottom right corner map. In the bottom right corner map, we have the Red Terran carrying the hopes, the dreams, and most importantly, the memes of Terran players all across the SDO Amateur Weekly Tournament. The first Terran finalist in quite a while. Looking primed to become the first Terran champion in quite a while. We have the Red Terran all the way in the lands of the Vietnam, and the bane of Protoss everywhere. He was his worst and most hated matchup about 2-3 weeks ago. Now, looking poised, a 2-0 win over Nemesis, a 2-0 win over Major Spaniel, who beat Nemesis. It's looking pretty good, but can he translate that into TVZ? He's already shown promise, but let's see if he can show promise. We have the Red Terran, we have EBG!
What? Oh, we have a game.
Going very defensive this time.
Sorry.
It's going very defensive this time.
Yeah, 2 bunkers. That's pretty damn defensive. He doesn't want to go down to
compare
another
versus
post.
Ravagers? This is question.
And he's getting the hashtag. No, he's not getting the safety tank. He cancelled it. No, he did get it. There it is.
He did get a tank, yeah.
Yeah. He just waited for the tank to be made and then goes for a cloak banshee.
Let me tell you, Steel, there is nothing more I'm a goddamn idiot than canceling a unit right as it's about to pop. That happens to me more often than it should, and each time I'm like, how am I still alive at this age?
Now, Mete did get Overlord speed, which is why this Overlord is buzzing so quickly. You're not being delusional. It's not a graphical glitch. He just wants to scout.
Whee! Sees the research. He's tipped off.
Mm-hmm.
If he has his own spores, unless he doesn't think he needs them, he will eventually. Just doesn't really need them now.
Well,
he needs them soon, though.
They usually pay for themselves.
Yeah.
And you'd rather have them and not need them than not have them at all. At this stage.
Yeah. Especially considering Terran, is meant to harass generally.
You're gonna be using them at some point.
It's pretty useful. Yeah, having just it might not be what wins you the game, but it adds up.
It's gonna be what's not.
It'll help a little bit, and
it's gonna be the thing that doesn't lose you the game.
Yeah, that's a better way of describing it. It's not gonna win you the game, but it's gonna be the thing that prevents you from losing.
Alright, so we see the bendiness coming up again, this time with a...
Is that triple? No, okay.
One.
That's a Bailing Nest.
Plus,
I
plus
thought
one,
that was a triple Evo.
+1 upgrades.
+1/+1.
EBG is going with a double Banshee. Melty should be seeing that, or at least sensing it. Yeah, that's Spore in the main, in the natural, in the third base, and fourth base. Well, you can't.
That's a very quick fourth. I'm thinking Melty has earned himself a reputation, especially in this series, going up super aggressive versus EBG. And in the past, when they faced, he was super aggressive. That now he's just pulling an MVP and going like.
Look at Melty's vision on the map. He has spotter, overlords, spotter, zerglings, overseers, everything.
Yeah.
Good creep spread. He sees everything except these banshees. Oh, actually, he does. He actually does.
He does see the
banshee.
banshees, yeah.
Oh,
Even getting the Hydras real quick. Melty. Yeah, I think Melty successfully mind gamed EBG hard enough.
Yeah.
That EBG is just playing overly defensive. He just
Look at
Melty
that.
pulling an MVP in a sense.
And it's gonna be up to 4 bases that EBG does not know about. He's not throwing the banshees at least.
Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps.
It's better to just go to a newer base and snipe that with his than just lose them. Which is exactly what he's doing. And
Especially in this case, when Melty has gone super greedy and EBG has gone really defensive, he needs whatever firepower he can muster in the inevitable trade clash.
And okay, in here, sniping banelings, catching them along the way. A couple of banshees are
Yeah,
really,
shaving
really
off the
useful.
link count. If he shaves off enough, then you know.
That's the Hydras. Get the hell out of here. They have
Yeah,
protection.
the Overseer. Oh, there's the Hyperflight Rotors. EBG needs to be a bit more careful about his pathing. He doesn't want to take any unnecessary turns, and he gets away. Nice.
No, Melty does know about this third base, and he's actually pretty well set. To,
Oh, no!
There you go, the banshees. We were just hyping them up, these useful units, and yeah,
Yep.
don't get to be useful.
Okay.
There's still tanks here.
Tank's in a
don't
pretty
wanna
good
go up
position.
the ramp,
Bio
but-
is starting to shave off the link count once again.
Melty could definitely annoy this base, though. Probably should.
I mean,
I don't think he can take
he wants
it.
to go for a
but-
timing attack. He wants to keep his units for that timing attack. He's already got his 2-2 on the way.
Fair enough.
Enemy groove spines, yeah.
Look at that! Look at that creep spread.
Already getting the infestation pit. Melty.
What a creepy.
I am more
And his spire.
than his aggression, more than his macro, more than his creep spread, more than his map presence. I'm impressed at his series planning.
Yeah.
He's not
I thought you
someone
were
who
gonna
just
say
does,
seaweed,
like, one or
but
two things
never
game
mind.
after game after game. Seaweed?
I'm impressed with his seaweed, and I was like, what?
You know.
Did you make sushi or something? I didn't see. Viking, go home.
I mean, that's what happens when Dark Templar goes up against Zerg, right? They make sushi. Okay, EBG wants to do whatever damage he can, even if he just shaves off. Even if he takes a good trade and shaves off the Zerg army, then
Okay,
it's
depending
still
on
damage
roll.
done. But he's gonna lose his army. Like,
Just-
even if he's careful, he is really hard to keep this army.
He's gonna get surrounded
Melty
here.
is getting prepared for a surround.
There's
Absolutely.
some widow mines here.
They're
Oh,
going
boy,
to
this
try
is
to do whatever they
nice
can, but they get
connections,
wasted on the
but he's getting-
Hydras. So many Banelings and so many
Oh.
Hydras. How many Zerglings does he even have? 2, compared to all of those Banelings.
There's 11 Zerglings now. And that trade went fantastically well for Melty, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, EBG
So-
was just... But in the meantime, his drop was undetected. I've seen this a bit, but the hive is already on its way. But although, you know, if you're worried about infestors or swarm hosts, then...
And there's a second spire. Did EBG actually... He didn't even see the first spire.
Ouch.
I mean, should suspect,
Melty just wants to go full Sky Surge.
Okay, he scans for the 5th base, which is only now being made. Maybe even sees it being made. EBG is deep on
EBG
creep
being
here.
very careful with his drops.
Going
Super careful with his drop. He's getting a couple of creep tumors, but like we said,
That's
Hydra's Melty's creep spread is like a mythical Hydra, not a Hydralisk, but a mythical Hydra. You clear one tumor, 3 more take its place.
yeah. So that's a lot of free tumors here to be sent ahead.
Yeah, already at EBG's base.
Yeah.
Melty is a scary opponent, I have to say.
He's getting a greater spire now. He's getting all the good ground upgrades.
Yep, even getting adrenal glands. Although EBG, he is getting prepared for his defense. He's getting it all prepared. Gonna get some Marauders to soak damage if he can, or maybe it's for Ghost. He has a Ghost Academy. Let me take a quick look. No, he does not. Okay, so those are probably from Marauders.
Meta is just throwing away Zerglings, and I think he just wants to clear up supply because he's about to get maxed.
I mean, with adrenal glands, he should just keep them. But yeah,
It's a nice drop in the.
maybe he just wants a bit more Hydras or a bit more air units.
I'm worried for Melty that EBG keeps getting to drop this base, this main base,
Yeah, he's buying time.
and
a
Melty
lot
is
of time.
just. It seems to be a bit of a blind spot, despite having all this detection, all this.
It's because EBG is doing a lot of multi-prongs.
Yes,
But Melty doesn't seem to be very good at splitting his army compared to EBG's multi-prongs.
Look at what EBG is getting.
Not quite done.
EBG
Hey,
is
remember that
getting
unit,
drilling
that
claws.
upgrade that you said you should have gotten?
Yeah, I think this
Last-
time these Widow Mines will be a hell of a lot more useful in this game than they were against
EBG already getting
Major
his
Spaniard.
fourth. We thought that Melty was just teching up way too fast and going way too greedy for EBG to deal with, but EBG getting his 4th base, getting nice positions, he is not making it easy for Melty right now.
Melty still has the much better income so far.
Oh,
Okay, this
Look at
great
those
Widow Mine
mines.
shots there.
that is so good. Such a nice
and
concave,
Melty's
takes out
overstretching.
almost everything. There's no great aspire yet, so there are no Broodlords, and this is such a good push out from EBG.
Now he needs to make sure he doesn't overextend. Melty could just make some banelings and catch EBG unawares like
With
so.
Zerglings.
Okay,
Ooh, but that was not too bad.
yeah,
2
not too bad at all.
Banelings for just 1 thingy thing. Or 1 or 2 bio. But EBG is
EBG's army
stimming
is
a
low on
lot.
health.
They are
The Widow
so
Mines are
low.
pouring at the front.
Little bit of an overstim,
Bam.
I would argue.
And there's another Widow Mine here. Okay, it's wasted on 1 Zergling. But EBG has lost enough that he has to back away.
That Baneling back there.
Yeah,
Checking it out quite a bit.
that was a
This is a
nasty
good
fight.
finals. This is a good finals.
Oh,
that bang. There's no detection for that mine.
look
Oh,
at
go
what.
north.
Look at these Zerglings. Melty doesn't want to
Moshing,
get dropped
I bet.
here anymore.
That mine took out a couple of Zerglings.
See, now these mines are reusable and they're invisible after they get shot, so
Yep.
they don't
And they have
die.
a cool laser pointer. So.
12 kills on this mine.
And they have a cool laser pointer, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
And EBG is starting to get his Thors. Oh, EBG came back
Yeah.
really nicely this game.
Yeah. And he's stretching out Melty. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Ah, the Banelings. Ah, that could have been such a great catch.
Now there's the detection.
Okay, but these mines.
But
These
those
mines,
mines, though. Oh no! Stacked too quickly because of the detection.
Yeah.
And those Overseers are actually providing a pretty good
Banelings.
buffer for the
Oh.
mines. The Banelings were slowed and they were off creep, but they did connect on a couple of Marauders.
But not enough. And
At the
where,
end of the
where is he
world.
losing? Where is he losing workers? Oh,
Uh,
right here,
down
Liberator,
here.
15
Yep.
kills. I could
EBG
see
is just
dot here.
stretching Melty. Stretching Melty's attention
Yeah.
to the very edge that it can be.
Yeah. EBG is showing up.
But he still doesn't have too good an answer to the Brute Lords. He's starting to get his Viking count up. He's starting to get a couple of Thors, but that does mean that he's skimping out on mines a little bit.
Melty's gotta be careful. You gotta use the Brute.
Oh, gets one Thor caught out!
Nice.
There's a lot of Vikings and not a lot of Hydralisks here.
Yeah. I think Melty is
The
just throwing
Zerglings
it
might
right
be
now.
enough to surround, but nope. Too much man with gun.
Well, the
And
Vikings are
Vikings
targeting
go
the
really
Corruptors, not
high.
the Broodlords. And the Broodlords, I think, will win the ground army here.
They'll win the ground army,
no,
but they are
no,
the
no,
Beef
no.
Wellington of Melty's army right now.
They do look
If he
like
loses those,
a bit.
he's gonna have to remax.
Yeah, Melty just lost his big army here. All of these Broodlords. That was 10 Broodlords.
And he's losing Corruptor over Corruptor over Corruptor. Vikings coming in.
Oh boy. I think EBG just broke Melty.
Yep, absolutely. This Banelings will not be out in time.
Um,
Much. Actually, EBG is giving them
I
a
mean,
little bit
there
of time.
are no
and
medivacs. They can
also
clear
on
out the
creep.
ground army.
They could.
They are on
this
creep,
is
but
also
they do have
creep,
speed.
even with concussive shells.
Yeah, there are more of them.
Oh, but these are such nice splits from
Yeah.
EBG.
The Zerglings that will not
So
be
there's a
enough
more
here.
move command,
And there's nothing that can
and
last
just
in
even if the
air
ground
against
army
all
gets
these
cleared
Vikings.
out, you can land the Vikings.
Yeah,
This is looking so good for EBG.
yeah. Great army supply. There we go. We land the Vikings.
There we go. Vipers are out just a little bit too late.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
much army from
man.
EBG right now.
Whew. A couple of parasitic bombs on these Vikings would have completely destroyed the Terran army there.
Now even fighting with the queens and not doing a bad job of it. These medevacs are really low,
These are not a lot
as
of
are
queens,
these
though.
units.
There we
But
go.
GG is called.
EBGG.
The hopes, the dreams, and the memes of Terran all across SDO bring this up sideways 2-2.
Whoa. EBG saying I can't believe I made it. There's a chance. Just last map of the day. Let's see what the map is going to be. Please, please. There's nothing that will make it more perfect. Then. Yep. It's a sideways 2-2. Right now. Last map. Come on, come on. You know what we want. You know.
Ace
what
match.
we
I had a mini
want.
panic attack that I was playing with you. No.
Oh, it's 0-0. Not to judge your decisions,
Wait,
Milty.
didn't we? Okay. Oh yeah, first map was Port Alexander. Okay.
Not to judge your map selection. You do you. But, you know. Your repugnancy once in a tournament could be nice. Just to... Actually, I don't even remember how that map looks like. I don't even know if I like it.
What, Repug?
Yeah.
This already?
Alright, players are ready. We are ready. We go to our last match, last game of the day. We're on year 0.
Absolutely.
Actually, unless we get a tie.
No,
What?
it's
What?
just 5 hours. Whiskey's just like, actually, it might not be the last game because you could get a tie. Actually, I don't believe in 2-point winners bracket advantage. And so we get winners bracket advantage. Here we have it in the top left-hand corner map. In the top left-hand corner map of year 0. LE. LE, of course, stands for last. I wanted to say attempt, but now I realize that that starts with an A. Last exam. That's the this is basically the last game. It's kind of like StarCraft is kind of like an exam, right? Right? Yeah, it is. In the top right-hand corner of the map, starting in the top right-hand corner of the map, in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the yellow Zerg. representing the hopes and the dreams of the Sashaman, probably. Sashaman is in chat, right? Cheering for Melty. Probably is, whatever. He was the runner-up for Zerg of the month last month. Looking poised to gain it this month, and really, that's a bigger honor than winning his third SEO, I think. Speaking of his third SEO, his fourth or fifth finals appearance, depending on how you look at it, and claiming, or on his way to claim his third championship, if he could. We have the Yellow Zerg, hailing from the lands of America, but now living in the lands of Korea. We have the Yellow Zerg, representing Seism Community. We have Melty. And on the top left-hand corner map, we have the Blue Terran. Little Terran that could, representing the hopes and dreams, and especially the memes of Terran players across the pond, across the Duckling Open. We have the Blue Terran, hailing from Vietnam, and now still living in the land of Nam. We have the Blue Terran in his first finals appearance, on his way to claim his first championship, and looking to be the two-time consecutive Terran of the month. We have EBG!
You really didn't have to stretch it, You were far away from the record. See,
I was trying to speed it up, so no pause for breath.
Just so you know,
had to speed it up.
I managed to clean my keyboard during just the first intro. And also, like, every time you say something, I was like, I'm trying to think about how I'm going to, follow up.
But I go into something completely different.
And then you go into something different, and I lose track, and then like, oh, the intro is over. Wait, what did I want to say? Doesn't matter. No one is even listening.
Okay, EBG once more, playing a little bit safe. He knows it's the ace match. He doesn't want to risk anything.
Yeah.
And as we said, Melty playing a little bit like MVP the last two games.
Now, here's the thing.
Would not be surprising
In the
if he
previous
risked it
game,
all at 12th pool.
Melty totally mind game EBG, and EBG won.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if Melty is just going to go for another aggressive push.
Ooh! Gets a kill with the KD8 charge.
Was that a kill? Yep, that was a kill.
But now here's a surround, and
Oh,
KD8
nice
is
surround.
a cooldown. It is a cooldown, but I believe he got a second kill. Nope, that was Reaper that died, not a second drone.
Mm-hmm. So now it's catching the Reaper, but a couple of Hellions are already.
Oh, are we seeing the TY build once more?
Hi,
Nope,
Amon.
this is just a 1-1. 1-1-1
Oh, actually,
now.
he has a body. I didn't notice he has a body. It's not just his head. Like, he has, like, arms and things.
He's so skinny. Yeah, I
He's
didn't
so
even
skinny.
notice you had a body. Okay, Hellions coming in, trying to see what they can do, poke around a little bit. Both of them get right in the middle of the queens, but, sees the size of the army, sees the third, sees the size of the drones at the third.
I think you might have wanted to see the amount of extractors.
Oh, that too.
Melty only has one gas.
Oh, getting that army now.
He's going to go all in. This is just no more walkers. Nope.
Melty
He's switching.
is going to be the one on the defense this game
No,
if he can
he's
scout
getting,
this.
He's getting 4 more gases now. All right, and a lair. No, that's a, no, that's a. Oh, there's a lair. I looked at the main base instead of.
Look at the icon. Look on the icon.
Stop
yelling!
Can click on the icon.
I did. That's what I ended up doing.
Okay.
And EBG is going for
I thought it was going to be a Hellbat timing,
Yeah,
but
me too,
actually
but
he
no, it's-
swapped around the factory for a tech. Oh, maybe he just wants to go Hellbats with these. Hellions and then transition into his bio tank
Possible.
or bio mine if he
Possibly.
prefers.
I mean,
Hellbats are really good
Hellbat
against
drops.
a greedy Zerg in the early game.
and what drops are pretty
Ooh.
cool.
If you get smart Silvos and then like drops and then instantly transforms.
Wait, did you get? Oh, he does have double Engine.
Getting his 1/1.
Melty does scout the armory, and he also sees the.
He's still playing really greedy though. He's getting his Hydra and Baling nest, but
and getting a fourth.
I'm
base
just
as
a
well.
little tense.
This time
Just a little
EPG
tense, not gonna lie.
scouts it better. I like the addition of the Viking here.
Absolutely.
After the vision Melty had on the map last game, you know, I'm gonna clear that up. Doesn't lose the Viking,
Viking
though.
might not live too long. And the Overlord lives.
Oh! Catch a banning! Catch a banning! Catch a banning! EPG, you see them?
Ooh. Multi should be able to see that. Getting 14.
No!
14. Oh, and the speed's not done yet. He's getting 14 Hydralisks, but they are still light units. They can still be burnt. A lot of damage done by Hellbats. And that's his
the tank
larva
is in-
spent.
there's a tank in
He needs
this
to wait
map,
for
right?
another round of larva.
Oh, exposes
And
it,
a
though.
tank as well.
Yeah, Melty should be afraid of this.
Such a deadly
Zombie.
timing coming down from EPG right now. Bailing speed is not even started.
It's
Hydra
going
speed
down
is
the
not
hy-
even done.
Down the ramp. The tank is sieged. It should be. It's in the range of the hatchery.
Okay, Melty
Ah,
might
look at
be
the surrender,
thinking
though.
about
Look at the
sacking
surrender.
this. Oh, even
Nice
with just
blitz.
one tank, if you don't have what's it called? A horn thingy thing. Oh, but this is actually a really good surround by.
Yeah, he
Melty.
left the tank undefended, unbacked away, unbacked up, if you will. It's a
I will, yeah.
it's unbacked up.
Unbacked up, not backed up.
If
whatever.
backed up is a term, then unbacked up should be a term. That's up to
No,
the
it's
world.
just cleared. It's just clear or cleared.
No. Backed
Okay,
up
fair
is a
enough.
very specific thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, it's not. It's ambiguous because backed up could mean actually.
It could be
separate
like
things.
a truck
It
is
could be-
backing
yeah,
up, or like the dam is backed up. There's a lot of
my
water
logic is
back-
impeccable.
Hashtag Yaku method.
Oh, the Ducklings do get to the mineral line, even though the army is right here.
There's a lot of those mules,
And,
which is
I-
it's always heartbreaking for me
No,
when I
get-
see mules
get up,
not being able to mine.
Get it. Start it up.
Oh, that poor Scantipede.
I feel like the Hydralis could have gotten this orbital command. That would have been a great catch for.
He didn't want to risk it because once again he's
I
getting
know,
that
I
timing
get it,
down.
I
He's
get-
gotten his 2-2.
Yeah, I
already
get it.
getting the thing. Yep,
I'm not criticizing it. I'm just noticing.
playing it a little bit safe. Yeah.
Still has the much bigger army.
Oh
the
no!
bigger- Oh, those were not.
He used the Banelings on those. He still has a lot, but each Baneling counts. Hashtag Baneling lives matter.
Yeah. Sometimes it's down
Oh,
to the
this-
last Baneling.
Oh, he moved the Hydras right at the last second. He could have cut it out.
I sent them to clear the rocks, and they're not.
No,
Paying attention.
they were right in position. Okay, now he has to see it. He has to see it now.
Yeah. Like, how did you get here? Alright, we're gonna move everything to clear this attack, but look at this one. There's a Liberator sneaking into the main here. Oh no. Well, it's a queen.
He's gonna get
If he's
caught
not-
in the liberation zone if he's not careful. That's
Bam.
1, 2,
There goes the
3.
queen.
There goes the anti-air. And there's
Oh,
a
boy.
lot of drones that can be picked off.
Oh boy. And the
Pulling the
drop
entire army back
continues.
because
Oh,
both
look at that.
drop
It's gonna
and
get
blip.
more drones here.
10 drones so far. Can get even more.
This is exactly what you want to be doing. EPG is turning it up.
So, fun fact, we don't... There's a little bit of downtime now, but, you know. EBG did PM me earlier. He said, to be honest, TBC is my worst matchup, but I think from the last game I figured out beat him before he gets Brute Lords.
Mhm.
Then I think I can do it.
Yep.
Double Spire once again by Melty. EBG sees this.
This drop's still alive. This medevac has 3 health
Oh,
points.
solo.
Ham, even.
Medevac.
Liberator with 13
Once
kills.
again, EBG just splitting Melty's attention like a, what's it called? Splitting it like a gymnast. Is that a thing?
Splitting it like wood, or a gymnast, if you will.
That's what.
Look at the creep spread on Melty, though. This
Yep.
is dangerous.
That's
I
pretty
think
much his trademark, I feel.
Melty might get to
I think we mentioned it already tonight.
It's the Greater
But we
Spire
did
is
see
already on the way.
EBG beat Melty's Screw Lords. He can easily do it again,
yeah.
if he knows what he's doing.
He is starting
Or
to build
rather,
up.
if he's preparing for it.
He's
by
getting
now.
some Vikings. This is starting to build up a count of them.
Just +3 much quicker
okay,
as
Melty
well.
this time more prepared for the
Eagle weapons
drops.
might not be as useful, but still, the Thors, man, that can help.
EBG not dropping blindly on this cloud of Zerglings.
Zerglings. Finding another place to patrol, man. Now he's just gonna follow the medevac. Just click onto the medevac to follow.
No, it's just
Don't let him land.
he's gonna move the mosh pit somewhere else. And EBG is just gonna drop
Really
somewhere
more of a
else.
circle pit. More of a circle pit right now. He's attacking his own hatchery! No! Melty, why?
What? Where? Who?
I think the hatchery...
Here? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could not have been killed by Marines.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's not appearing on the kill Uniswap
Lost.
tab.
Oh, yep.
If you
9
kill
more drones and the hatch.
units that you kill for yourself to yourself don't appear on the lost units tab. So that hatchery was definitely killed by Melty. Oh boy.
The army supplies are starting to get there, but even still...
Look at the
EBG just
worker
has really
kills.
good
20
defensive
worker
positions.
kills. How many? 36 so far.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter if EBG is on 3 bases if he's able to clear the worker count of Melty.
Yeah, and look at the lost resources. It's like 6 to 4. Which is like
he getting
3
ghosts? No,
to
that's
2.
for what's it called? What you call it? Banshees, I'm guessing.
Drilling claws coming in again. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that one.
As it throws,
And another
Lords
drop.
have started to get out, but it's not a
You know-
big count of them.
I mean, Melty
Get
has
sniped very easily.
Melty has no excuse for these drops. I mean, he has vision everywhere. Look at the creep spread. Look at the overload spread. It's all on him. That's just attention splitting. But this time he's got all these corruptors to just clear it out. So he's not taking as much
Just
damage
patrol
from
one
these.
corruptor.
But EBG keeps on dropping where Melty should be seeing
Okay.
it.
Melty sees this. He has a pretty big army, quite a bit of splash. Clears the Liberator. He
This is just brazen. Just move the Liberator through everything.
It's like, no, I gotta go fast, and dead. Okay, EBG backs off after scanning the army. This is scary for both players to move into right now, because
And they're both
EBG
maxed.
has an army composition that counters Melty's, but if EBG slips up, Melty can capitalize.
Melty has a much bigger income, and they're both starting to bank now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of
EBG is starting to get his 4th. That may be the last base he can get that isn't covered in creep.
another brazen Liberator.
Yep.
Challenging Melty's attention splitting.
I think Melty has realized that the weakness of Melty is his attention splitting.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just trying to capitalize on that as much as he can.
Yeah. This is intense. Look, both these players can definitely win this game from here. This is it's like 16 minutes into the game and we have no answer.
Yeah, we haven't seen. The thing is, we haven't seen a major clash. We haven't seen a timing attack. We haven't seen a skirmish. We have just seen harass from EBG.
Actually, we have seen a lot of
Melty
skirmishes.
trying to put it off.
Learn the meaning of words.
We haven't seen. Oh right, we saw that one skirmish.
Okay, so all skirmishes. All the drops are skirmishes.
Yeah, harass.
Yeah, skirmishes.
Okay, all of these are clumped up,
the
but the
Widowmines!
Banelings are off creep, and the Widowmines take out all of them. That is the splash damage gone. More Banelings are coming in, but they're actually trapped by the Hydralisk, and he's trying to take too many fights off of creep. Vipers come in just a little bit too late. EBG just, yep.
Now Melty still has a bank, but he has to remake everything. He is making 24 Hydras and 15
Melty
Corruptors.
perhaps just a little bit too stubborn trying to engage that
Now,
off creep.
EBG can still overextend here. It doesn't have that big of an army. 24 Hydralisks and 48 Zerglings can kill this.
A lot of queens. A lot of queens over here.
Yeah, Melty is not dead yet, but EBG can still,
he's not dead yet, but I'm
can
getting
still throw
GG,
this. He's gotta be careful.
Just in case.
He
Yep,
has
his
no
bio is
medipacks.
very, very
His
low.
bio is gone.
He has no buffer
He's
for
just-
these lings.
Yeah, forget the Hydra. It's just the Zerglings are going to kill
Goes
this army.
down. Goes down. Corruptors are up. And the Vipers are also back up. Melty is back once again in this game.
Yeah, and EBG is trying to make this army, but is already out of minerals. And Melty still has some bank. He's back, baby. Oh boy. The power of Zerg economy. Even though he's not trading well at all in terms of lost units.
Even though there's been so much harass with killing so many workers, Melty just remakes them. He's I don't like that he's taking the engagement off creep again. But with the Brute Lords, with the what happened to his Vipers? Were they sniped? No, he didn't use the Vipers. They're just
Sorry.
not there.
I just looked sideways to see my mom just staring at me.
Oh,
She
but
wants
this
some
time,
coffee.
not enough splash damage on the side of EBG. Melty may just be able to do this. Superior upgrades. Well, actually, the upgrades are about similar.
Yeah, they're both on
It's just certain.
3, 2 maybe.
No,
Gear upgrades are good.
I mean,
for,
EBG's upgrades has technically less upgrades, but I feel like he's gotten them where it counts.
yeah.
No answer to the Brute Lords yet. I think Melty
I think
may have
Melty
just
just
bit
did it. There's
siege
no way
EBG
EBG
long
can
enough.
remake. There we go. GG, well played. Oh boy. EBG made Melty work for this.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. And those Widowmine shots. Oh. Making all that Zerg army disappear. Alrighty, so we have ourselves a 3 times champion today. In the form of Melty.
Absolutely. And
Now we-
EBG, holy hell.
Yeah. Now we don't have time for any interviews. We gotta go.
It has been 5 hours.
I
If
do-
Steel's mom does not get her coffee, she will just... Oof.
Yeah. I delayed the schedule by like an hour, so yeah.
Yep. This has gone on for about an hour longer than it normally does, or maybe half an hour longer than it normally does. Oh, but I don't mind.
Yeah. So, thank you, Yakuzaku, for co-casting with me here today. Please tell
No
the people
problemo.
at home where they can find more of you.
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I might just actually take... Maybe I might just take some of Vault's advice, and maybe I might just stream Random Ladder. Not this weekend, because visiting some relatives, but next week, probably. And I rarely tweet, but I do like and retweet very things which may or may not be relevant to CranKy Ducklings over on Twitter.com at Emporia Yakuzaku. And last but not least, store.splice.gg. You can buy the merchandise from Splice, the jerseys and the hoodies. Not the ones worn by TY and Stats, but the ones not the ones worn by them, but the ones that look identical to the ones worn by them. And yeah, buy my shirts. Buy my shirts.
And you can find me, Steelmold, still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down, over on twitch.tv/Steelmold, or on Twitter at Steel_mold. That's Steel_mold. And thank you for our admins for today. That will be Kuro, otherwise known as 16th Squad Sanseki. Thank you to Terran Lords, the other brother of the other brother of the Lord of the Terrans, for adminning as well.
Admin for me.
Thank you, Light VIP, for supplying the prize money. Thank you for all the subscribers we had today, especially myself. Yeah, congratulations to Melty for winning this tournament. Sign-ups for next week are open. Exclamation point sign-ups in chat will get you there. We were going to find someone to host, and hopefully we can host the LAN participated by our very own Vodacus. So, yeah, have a great weekend, have some coffee, and we shall see you next week.
I already finished my coffee.
Okay, bye.
Bye.